Today, I'm gonna show you 5 simple steps how you could improve the curb appeal of your house in order to increase the value. If you are an investor, then you should have a balanced investment portfolio with multiple industries. But if you are a real estate investor, you should have a balanced investment portfolio with multiple strategies. Building equity or buying a home to build equity should immediately make you think about flips. Now, flipping properties may be an extensive and time-consuming process, and especially if you don't have the experience. The curb appeal of your house is something that should never be taken for granted. The majority of the people will never see the inside of your house, but instead will form their first impression from the view of the exterior. And that's why I'm gonna give you 5 simple tips to improve the curb appeal of your home. The roof is one of the most expensive repairs that you could make to a house. So I'm not talking about repairing the roof or exchanging the roof. I'm only talking about basic maintenance things that you need to keep in mind. See, I've been to a lot of properties where my contractors tell me that they're ready, and when I get to the property, they forget to clean the debris or to change the gutters. But most importantly, they forget to match the trim to the rest of the house. See, these are basic things that you need to do to a property if you really want to maintain the value. You need to focus on lawns, gardens, bushes, and trees. You can keep it simple or extravagant, but you should not ignore it. Remember just to keep in mind the maintenance costs, because these will add to your overall carrying cost of your project. A little paint goes a long way, and that's why the cosmetics and beauty industry is gonna reach close to $40 billion by 2024. So a little lipstick at the door, eyeshadow on the windows and the walls, well, just paint them. Speaking of beauty, if you are getting ready to go to a party, you want to make sure that you're dressed accordingly. You don't want to overdress or underdress, you want to dress correctly, right? So the same thing in your community when you invest in real estate. You want to make sure that your property matches its surroundings and is matching the comparables around the property. Now, I'm not saying not to overdo it. All I'm saying is just to make sure that your property matches the area. We've seen metal doors that could fit Goliath. We've seen excess of materials that do not even match the surroundings. So make sure that you stay in budget, but also to match your community. So yes, spend a little bit on a decor, on an accent wall, or a little bit extra on the material that you're gonna use, but make sure that you don't overdo it, especially if you're trying to increase the curb appeal of your home. Your front door hardware and a nice looking mailbox are details that you cannot ignore. These are the last minute details that people will pay attention to. I've been to a lot of properties where the developers put a really nice looking door, beautiful color, but when you try to open it or close, the door is super stiff. So when you look at the hardware, make sure that you change it. Don't just paint over it, because that creates an additional distraction that will take away from the value of your property. Minor details make the difference, and this is one of them that you really need to take care of. A diversified real estate strategy could be one of the best ways how you can leave a legacy for your loved ones, which is why we've created our Reg A Plus Fund number 3, and we've incorporated fix and flip investments to diversify our portfolio. Our fund allows you to start with as little as $5,000, and if you want to learn more, please click in the link below.